Am I wrong for wanting my coworker fired? I will try to give as much context as I can so you can really understand the situation, but it is definitely unique. I work in a very small bar, like we are talking 12 seats around the bar and a couple tables. It's basically in a makeshift shed. It doesn't look like a shed at all, it's just very small. So I of course don't have many co-workers. Only 7 people total work here and 2 of them work in the kitchen. So there are only 5 total bartenders. We hired someone new around 6 months ago because someone else quit. They only started working 1 day a week, but I noticed very quickly that they do not pull their weight and they are very bad at taking any kind of direction. I mean, they will either argue, acknowledge it but in a rude way, or just flat out ignore me sometimes. Shortly after they started working this 1 day a week, another co-worker decided to go back to school and gave up 2 of their other shifts. The new person took it because everyone else is full-time. I expressed concern to the owner and he wanted to give her a chance to get better, which I was on board with. Now that it has been about 4 months with this new arrangement, I am out of patience. It is just me and them working behind the bar together on those 3 days that they work, and I am tired of working harder and having to split my tips with them. Some days they will be doing a better job than others, but for the most part they have no sense of urgency, an AIDGFE attitude, and they don't feel they need to work hard because we make minimum wage. Mind you, we make $7 to $13 extra in tips. I don't think we get paid enough either, but I still show up to work and bust my ass because at the end of the day I'm working for the customers, not really my boss. They are the ones paying my bills, so I need to show them some level of hustle. I and everyone else here know what we were signing up for and know what the customers expect. This coworker will take like 20 minutes to make the same line of drinks that would take me 10. I don't know if they are just inefficient or if they are going slow on purpose, but it honestly seems like it's on purpose. They just do everything so fucking slow. I feel like they weaponize their incompetence because they know that I'm going to pick up their slack because I literally do not have any other choice. We can't both slack off or we'd lose business. I mean, I'm basically running around like a chicken with my head cut off, stocking things, making drinks, running tickets to the kitchen, running food. They have commented on it before and said that I don't need to go so fast because the people can wait, which I guess I agree with, but they are not going to tip me well if I take my sweet-ass time. I don't enjoy the conflicts that arise when you go slow or half-ass everything. I don't understand why they have that kind of attitude when they know we work for tips. We also don't get breaks. It's not legally required in our state, but this coworker will regularly just take breaks without asking or communicating it to me. Sometimes they do it all day long. Just will make themselves food and disappear while I have to deal with the customers. They are very entitled, honestly. I don't even necessarily have a personal problem with them, we get along just fine, they just flat out do not have a good work ethic. I know you might be thinking it's my fault for not communicating with them, but I have tried. I have tried being nice, I have tried being more firm, I have tried retraining them. Nothing ever works and they often don't receive any of it well. I tried going over the training sheet with them after the first couple of weeks and they accused me of micromanaging them and very rudely told me they know what they are supposed to do. Which is true, but they don't do it. It's like they think the side work is optional. We don't get paid some crazy low server minimum, we make the minimum wage for my state. Which is $12.50 an hour. I'm not saying that's a living wage at all, but that's more than enough hourly to be stocking straws, liquors, and anything else we may need. And no, I am not just brainwashed by capitalism. I literally just have a good work ethic. And I care about my job, my customers, my coworkers, and the owner. It's not like we are working for some massive corporation that doesn't give a damn about us. They just literally feel too entitled to put in as much effort as the rest of us. And at the end of the day, it's not my job to micromanage them. I don't want to work with someone who needs to be told what to do all the fucking time. I don't know if they are just not self-aware at all or if they are just incredibly selfish. I have given them a very long time to fit the flow and learn how to do the job the way the rest of us do. I don't have this issue with any of my other co-workers. We are all pretty much on the same page when it comes to teamwork and having a sense of urgency and a strong work ethic. No one else is nearly as lazy as this co-worker. I don't want to put someone in a bad position financially, but at the end of the day I have given them a solid 6 months to get a fucking clue and it's not happening. I am sitting down to talk with the owner about it next week and I don't even really know what solution there is. I don't want to put my coworker in a bad situation by having them fired, nor do I want them to feel attacked if my boss confronted them about these behaviors. I don't think that a conversation is going to do any good based on how communication with them has gone in the past for me. I mean, they just simply are not a good fit and do not have the same mentality as everyone else working here. I feel like it's a double-edged sword. No matter what we decide to do, the outcome is not going to be ideal. If I'm being honest, I kind of just prefer that they are fired because there are people out there who are more than willing to work and do this job. I get calls and inquiries about whether or not we are hiring pretty much every day. People want to work here. There is a lot of opportunity to make good money here. I feel like if this new person really feels so disgruntled about how much we are paid, then they should just go work somewhere else, honestly.